Previously on The Scene.
Hi, I'm John Lovitz, and you're watching The Scene here on Vancouver Island. And apparently, I'm the scene today.
Hey, how you doing? Dave Lenham, host of Shaw Television's island-wide arts and entertainment program, The Scene. Maybe the last scene ever. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is our last episode. Maybe it's the last episode of everything. Because the Mayan calendar has predicted the end of the world in December 2012. It's where we are now. Everything ends, stops. And what better place to fill out your last few hours than a coffee shop like Habit with a steaming cup of Joe and beautiful Victoria wetness all around. And we're asking the question, where are you going to be? What are you going to do in those last final hours? And are you going to spend it like, you know, in Don McKellar's film last night? Remember that final scene? Let's hope it doesn't end up like that, guns to the head or something. And if it does come, how's it going to come? Is the end of the world going to be driven by angry aliens that arrive and obliterate us? I don't know. But maybe that's what Cumberland filmmaker Shaw Pigott had in mind when he created this short film, Invasion Vacation.
I'm a cat. Meow. 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 Meow.
Yeah!
I'm Dave Lenham.
This is Charles Ross.
Yeah, I was going to introduce you. Now you're introducing yourself.
I did it myself.
I
Sorry.
think,
I don't need you, man.
Should we do that again? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I'm Dave Lenham. This is Charles Ross. You didn't jump in there and you missed your cue.
Got it.
Charles Ross of One Man Star Wars, One Man Lord of the Rings fame. Doing it again in town, which is good. Fundraiser for Intrepid.
Yep.
That's good. How big is it? How's it going? Has it consumed your life? Has it done everything? Can you do a voice for me? Can you do it?
I can do like, or you know, that would be actually Yoda trying to do that. reruns it. We need it. Must have the precious. I'm trying to like kind of cash in, I guess, on the fact that the Hobbit's opening up and that Disney took over Lucasfilm, and really just trying to make some money for Intrepid Theater. So yeah, the 20th, 21st, I'm doing the 8 p.m. shows. It's kind of a tradition, I suppose, for myself. I mean, we've talked many times about it, but things are rather different this year because things are sort of in motion. You've got The Hobbit coming out, and that's actually my next show, which is the one-man Hobbit, which that'll be coming out next year.
What if the movie's a bust?
If the movie's a bust, I'll probably still do it because I love the movies themselves. I mean, I love the books themselves, so it'll have to be done.
What I like about you is you never went back to those other Star Wars movies, the Jar Jar Binks Star Wars movies, and did that.
Right.
Thank you.
Well, no, I did it because when I grew up, I loved the original films, naturally. The new films were something that sort of seemed to be aimed more towards my nephews. Jar Jar Binks, of course, I couldn't stand him. So, however, if I did that version of, another one-man Star Wars trilogy, the new films, then I would probably cut out Jar Jar Binks altogether, or just have the parts where he's getting hurt.
2 movies, Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, Ian McKellen versus Obi-Wan.
Wouldn't work.
Who's better?
Who's better? Gandalf, absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, because, all that Ben Kenobi did is take his little sword and went like that and then got zoom. So I think
They got cut in half.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. And I mean, when you have Gandalf being the white, he'd probably bring down, lightning.
You like doing Gandalf better.
It just sounds
Come on,
pretty irritable.
Can you give me a line?
Right. You cannot pass! Gandalf! I am a servant of the secret fire. Wield of the flame of Arnor. The dark fire will not avail you. Flame of Undun! You shall not pass! But that guy can pass and go into the store. So I can't do that on the street because people will just think that I'm actually guarding stores.
Stop.
Yeah.
Well, it should be good.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you there. Is that it's Christmas time. What we don't know is the world going to end? Mayan calendar stuff. Either way, it doesn't matter. Marvin Gaye's song "Sexual Healing" is the perfect antidote, the perfect refresher for both. Kale Penny of Sunday Buckets sings it. Our own Daniel Pender from The Scene shoots it. Adam Sutherland, the producer in Victoria, records the sound. All done off the floor at Sutherland's studio.
Baby, now let's get down tonight. Baby, I'm hot just like an oven. I need your loving. And baby, I can't hold it much longer. It's getting stronger and stronger. And when I get that feeling, I want sexual healing. When I get that feeling, I want sexual healing. Sexual healing, baby. Oh, makes me feel so fine. Helps to relieve the mind. Sexual healing, baby, is good for me. Sexual healing is something that's good for me. Whenever blue teardrops are falling and my emotional stability is leaving me, there is something I can do. I can get on the telephone and call you up, baby. And darling, I know you'll be there to relieve me. The love you give to me will free me. If you don't know a thing you're dealing, oh, I can tell you, darling, that it's sexual healing. Get up, get up, get up, get up. Let's make love tonight. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, because you do it right. Baby, I got sick this morning. A sea was storming inside of me. And baby, I think I'm capsizing. The waves are rising and rising. And when I get that feeling, I want sexual healing. When I get that feeling, I want sexual healing. Sexual healing, baby, is good for me. Sexual healing is something that's good for me. Well, it's good for me. And it's so good to me, my baby. Oh, I'll take control. Just grab a hold of my body and mind, darling, honey, and we'll be feeling fine. You're my medicine. Open up and let me in. Oh, darling, you're so great. I can't wait for you to operate. Heal me, my darling. Heal me, my darling. Heal me, my darling. Heal me, my darling.
Sometimes I hate being a woman.
Sometimes? Okay. Sometimes.
What else can I be when I live in such a world of fools as this Merry Christmas? Out upon Merry Christmas! What's Christmas time to you but a time for finding yourself a year older and not an hour richer? Every idiot who goes about with Merry Christmas on his lips should be boiled in his own pudding and buried with a stake of holly through his heart. He should. We invite you to come on down to see Theatre Incognito's production of A Christmas Carol at Emily Carr House, December 19th through the 24th at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and at 7 o'clock at night, but not on Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve at 7 o'clock at night, we will be having a special presentation right here at Theatre Inconnu. It will be a two-person presentation, myself playing most of the parts and Sandra Ritter playing beautiful Celtic harp accompaniment and also taking care of some of the other roles.
Fake. Real money tastes like pocket. I just like oh, look at him, he's doing Mr. Eyebrow. Oh, it's gone now.
Still here at Habit. World hasn't ended yet. Obviously, any second though, we're prepared. Perfect band for the end of the world, Mother Mother. The Vancouver band were also the perfect choice to end Rifflandia if you saw that fantastic show in September. And they just sold out their Victoria show. Man, they're living it. They're on top. They've got a new single, Bit by Bit. They've got a new video for the single. Here's Mother Mother. Maybe a little end of the world chat in here too.
I laugh at these things mockingly. I don't think we're any more doomed than we ever were, or any less for that matter. I definitely think, my personal opinion, I guess, is that humanity is out of balance with nature, the nature of this planet in a lot of ways, but I don't know, there is such an ability that we have to adapt.
Were you drawn into writing this album from something you were reading, something you were listening to, maybe something you were hearing on the street? What, you listen to Bruce Springsteen's Nebraska 8 times in a row and thought, this is it?
I couldn't even hum that tune if I tried. I really like Cormac McCarthy, and
because that's dark.
Yeah, very dark, very stoic.
Yeah. Because that may be a theme for the album, the new album, The Styx, because it's deeper in some respect. I mean, you're playing with a sort of a conceptual theme of nature maybe overtaking man again. If I'm reading it right, and that's what people seem to be talking about it. Is it doom filled at all? Soothsayer?
Yeah, a little soothsayer, a little doom, undertones of doom. But I mean, it's also anthemic and quite encouraging to retreat from clutter in the physical world and even in your head. Retreat to a more simple, pure, connected state of being. The rebirth and the death of societies and patterns and apocalyptic stuff. It's a great platform to write from, I found.
And coming from Quadra Island, I mean, you were born in nature. I mean, it's not like you were living in the city early on, so maybe that's just in your genes. I mean,
but it's very pertinent too, even maybe more for the urbanite to be thoughtful and to be trying to express these things, because in the urban landscape you're more confronted with the clash of nature versus machine. Because we are nature, and then our relationship with urbanity and logistical pursuits on that level is the clash, that I think the urbanite might be more intimate with.
I was reading something in Exclaim magazine, I just want to quote, was talking about your songwriting, this blended Pixie-style menace, I like that, with freak folk adventurousness.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's good. That's good for
really good.
For merch with that.
Yeah, right. No doubt.
Does that kind of hit something with you? Is that sort of what you're aiming at writing?
Not really aiming, it's just like what we just said to another guy, follow the muse, the whims of the muse, like, it's kind of cliche and romantically trite, I find, to say that the artist is the messenger, but it's kind of true, you do have some sort of proverbial antenna that you're sort of flailing around with and waiting for something to transmit, and when it does, and there's a fondness to the thing that gives birth to itself, you watch it and you help it grow, you push it, guide it, and then all of a sudden you have a song or a painting or whatever, or a thought or an idea, or a gesture of some sort, and that becomes your identity.
Bit by bit I'm gonna get my bricks out in the sticks bit by bit. I'm gonna build my house in the wildest thickets. I'm gonna get away from all those miles and my I'm gonna say goodbye to all the la-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. I'm getting on a mountain, away from the people on the ground, and some cop sticking on my wagon. One by one, I'm gonna get my properties all bundled up to the branch of a poplar tree and saunter up with a buck and a wildebeest. We're getting lost, getting lost, getting lost. I'm getting on a mountain, away from the people on the ground, and some cop sticking on my wagon. Chop, chop, we're gonna build a cabin up top on a pretty little mountain. Back up all you people on the ground, yeah. No, I won't bring too much of anything. Maybe a little slicker for the rain. Maybe just a good book and a heart to break. I'll make a mistress of a little wicking thing. Bit by bit, I'm gonna get my bricks out in the sticks bit by bit. I'm gonna build my house in the wildest thickets. I'm gonna get away from all those miles and my I'm gonna say goodbye to all the la-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. I'm getting on a mountain, away from the people on the ground, and some cop sticking on my wagon. Chop, chop, we're gonna build a cabin up top on a pretty little mountain. Back up all you people on the ground, yeah.
That's it for the scene. The episode's over. Maybe the scene is over forever. Maybe the world is over because it is the end of the world, according to the Mayan calendar. But hey, if Facebook happens to live on, facebook.com/thescenetv, you can probably watch this episode again, or for the first time if you're in the mothership going to Venus. I don't know. Listen, the end of the world, you gotta get your box of treasures together. You gotta have a little preparation. You gotta take some stuff that's valuable to you, that you're gonna need, maybe even in the afterlife. A condom. It's probably important. I'm a contact lens wearer, so I have a vinyl encased contact lens. It's going to be really dry, and I want to get those lenses right out of my eye. Sentimental value, I got this medal that I won for something. Pacific Cup champions, 2008. Yeah, the Couriers. That's nice. I got a pipe, because you might want a little stone pipe. You might want to make a peace offering to the aliens or whatever. I got a watch. It doesn't work. You're not going to need it because there will be no time. I had some hockey cards. I got like Gary Roberts. I got Reggie Lemelin, Old Flames. I got a Kent Nilsson in there. I got a mouth organ here. I think that is, because you got to have some entertainment. And my name tag, my Shaw Television name tag, because you want to be identified at the end of the world. And I got an Allen key, because man, if there's IKEA stuff at the end of the world, I'm gonna be the guy putting that together. And I got this because at the end of the world, you don't want to see, you just don't want to see it coming. So it's a way to prepare for the end of the world. Is it over?